Welcome back to Boss Guys Reviews. In this review, we're going to be taking a look at one of the coolest action figures, in this collector's opinion, that I've seen in a long time. This figure is made by Joytoy. It is the Hunter Skeleton Forces Shadowwing 1/18 scale action figure. This is a packaging and it comes in. It's a very small box. It has a very cool artwork, which in my opinion doesn't do the figure justice. So at the top of the packaging, you see the description, the scale, the Battle for Stars logo there on the right of the top of this video. On the bottom, we have the Joytoy logo on the left of the video. And then for some reason, this is called the Black and Gold Limited. I don't know what that means. That's kind of just, I think they just throw stuff on these packages sometimes just to do it. Joytoy on the top, Joytoy on the bottom. On the side, we have the yellow packaging, product statement, choking hazards not for children under age of 3, and these are recommended for ages 17 and up because these are for adult collectibles and they're somewhat fragile. UPC, which don't mean much to a lot of people. Here, product information, company information, beautiful logo, love it, it's cool. On this back piece, we have the Joytoy logo, Battle for Stars logo. And then we have nice product images of the figure. Kind of a little better, but doesn't really portray the figure's paint. The paint is amazing on this figure. Hunter Skeleton Forces Shadowwing at the bottom. On the inside, this is an open flap box on the front. You can see some artwork of the figure, but still, it's still dulled out. Not as it shouldn't be presented a little better, in my opinion. 2 pieces of Velcro that holds the flap to the box. Here's what the figure looks like in the clamshell. That's good. With that being said, let's get this bad boy out of packaging because I know he looks phenomenal. So when you first open your packaging, watch 2 things fly out. This is one of them. The Hunter Skeleton Forces Shadowwing insert. Looks very cool. Here is a accessory statement. A couple photographs, some Chinese. This side has precautions. I recommend you pause and read. And there is a description on how to break down your figure if you need to. Okay. And the other thing that pops out is this very large display base. I was not expecting this for this figure, but this is very cool. This is quite large. You can see it's like half the box almost. Very cool. Nice detailing, sculpt, no paint. 2 peg holes. We have Blue Mage Joytoy on the back. It looks like something here. Not sure what that's for. Pretty cool. And there he is. Like I said, just your first impressions is like, wow. The paint on this guy is top notch in my opinion. Very glossy, very beautiful. On top of that, the sculpt of this figure is just incredible. There is so much going on. If I wanted to, I really want to like army build this guy, but they are not priced for that. These run about $40 to $45 a piece, and wow, they are expensive, but they are beautiful. I would like to have like 6 of these guys for a squad. I know a squad isn't 6, but that's kind of what I like to do, in a sense. I mean, I'd even be happy with 4, but you can do the math. And then there's so much other great stuff out there. You know, you want to pigeonhole all your toy fun into one type of figure. And when you could have like something else, instead of having 4 of one thing, you could have, you know, 4 different figures. But it's probably not out of my range of wanting to do that eventually. That'd be very cool. Alright, let's start off with taking a look at that amazing head sculpt. When I first seen this figure, and I was like, wow, I love that helmet. It gives you that skull impression with a modern touch. And the paint palette on this looks amazing. He has like the gunmetal underneath the helmet there. We have this green little pieces on the front. The side of here we have some black. The helmet's orange. It is a toned down orange, but it looks perfect in my opinion. There's a nice gloss. It's the back of the helmet. On this side, looks like we have some kind of camera or light tech, but I think these are two different things. Actually, there's no description, and this guy isn't like well known in any kind of cartoon. I think so you just have to like make it whatever you want it to be. There's the top of the helmet. That is a beautiful head sculpt. Well, I'd probably stay in this zoomed state because there's so much to look at. Just look at the plate armor on his chest and lower stomach. We got that beautiful green paint. We have all kind of pouches here. A lot of color. Magazines, green pouch, brown pouch, tan pouch. It's very cool. We have like a radio here at the wire that goes up around the back here. Some more pouches there. The back of this guy is just as beautiful. We have the radio. The wire goes to the radio, so it does go somewhere. Then we have these straps across the radio done in brown, so it looks like he's tied to his back. We have these red devices here, a pouch, some more pouches underneath that. Then we have his belt. There's a back piece, a pouch there. It's like it's the connector part right there. It's like, so it is removable. Here's a front piece, pouch. There's some shotgun shells there. A lot going on. For his arm, we have these very cool shoulder pads. These things keep falling down, but I probably have to heat them and then slide them up into his form just before the joint though. You don't want to get too high because it seems like it's kind of tight, and that way you you know, you don't want to affect your range of motion in your elbow. But that looks incredible. His gloves are padded. Got some black pads throughout over the green. It really stands out to me. It's just green. I love the olive drab in his. Let's see if we can zoom out a little bit on this guy. The armor is very interesting how this is done. So on this side we do have the pistol holster. We have some like a water slide decal here. Some information there. Is that say warning danger? But these thigh pads, they kind of are designed to go just above the knee pad, and then the knee pad is just above the shin guards, but doesn't affect the range of motion. We'll take a look at here shortly. We have this like the gunmetal there, and that green is incredible. Hopefully you guys can see that on this video. You really can't appreciate this figure until you have it in your hand. Look at this. This is really nice, shiny. What does this say? Destroy. Straps. Look at the back of this guy. Some silver gunmetal on the back. Some black straps. Green on his boots, I'm assuming. But these are like steel-toed boots. Looks incredible. There is so much aesthetics and paint. I knew this figure was going to be awesome when I seen it, but I didn't expect this amazing paint on this figure. I can see why this thing costs, you know, a good penny to purchase, because he is very awesome. When he first came out, he definitely sold out pretty quickly. I had to wait and finally got one here a few weeks ago, and didn't get around to doing the review yet, but or even opening. But I'm so glad that I was able to get one. I've seen them a couple places. If you want them, they're about $44 in the U.S. I don't think they have them. Well, I think Chinese is actually more. In China, I should say. I think they're about $60, which is crazy. So let's take some more angles here so we can get you guys some. There's so much to look at. Especially that helmet is incredible. Nothing on this figure is left out. It's all, you know, pretty much done top notch. His underbody, if you take off all this gear, it's like a flat gray jumpsuit basically. Well, I just can't stop looking at this guy. He looks amazing. So let's start taking a look at the articulation and the head. So not much up and down, just a little. Not too much side to side. 360, it's there, but see this piece right here, that these little fang looking green pieces get in the way. Arms raise up about that much, and then you have your shoulder pads gets in the way. 360 rotation at the elbow, 360 rotation at the arm. Very cool. Bendable elbows. Get you a little better than 90 on that arm. Trying to find the joint. I'm trying to be very careful because I want to break these joints on this guy. He's so incredible. Yep, it's there. So the new style hands, you got the around, up and down, left and right like that. See, and out. Just gotta find the right positioning. Up, down. Very nice. There is a chest articulation, but you can't use it because it's vest, and I have no desire to take that off because that's just on there beautifully, and I'm going to leave it there. So it's side to side, back and forth a little bit. 360 rotation at the waist is there, but the belt's in the way of this piece here. So again, I'm not going to remove that because I'll let you guys discover that on your own. I have no desire, and I don't want to risk anything because I do enjoy this figure. Splits are pretty good, like that. It's just a dark figure. Thigh rotation, double jointed knees, looks good. I can get that to come down. Yeah, see, it's there. I'm just worried about, might need a little bit of heat. You can see that joint there. There we go. It's a little better example. Very cool. So the feet pivot down pretty nicely, a little bit up, 360 around the ankle if you want it. Then you have the rocker side to side. Looks very cool from like a jump kick. Very nice. Alright, so he is a beautiful figure. Let's go ahead and get him cleaned up, straightened up, and we will take a look at his accessories. Okay, so seems to be a very well balanced figure. So the stand's really not necessary, but the peg holes on his feet we can take a look at. Yeah, they fit perfectly like that. So this first accessory is this really well done assault rifle. There is so much paint on this gun. This green, black muzzle, black grip, black front grip also. Some black on the scope, green. So there's some red arrows pointing down. Nice hole there. Very nice looking figure. See if we can get him to hold this. See how well he accepts the grip. And it looks like very nice. If you guys are hearing any kind of thunder in the back, I think there's a storm brewing, so if it picks up in the video, I do apologize, but actually pretty cool background effects, I think, natural background effects. That'd be kind of cool. Alright, if it doesn't get too bad every now and then. Well, look how well he holds that gun. That's beautiful. Two-handed wield. Beautiful figure. This is an amazing paint. Very, very cool. So it comes with another, like a drum type. It's got to be a shotgun because these is drum. Well, not really. I guess it doesn't have to be a shotgun, but there's the Tommy gun, but kind of looks like a shotgun to me. But it has a silencer on it, so it's kind of. I don't know why they have a silencer on a that type of weapon, but okay. We have the yellow here. Out of that field, we have yellow and black throughout with some wash on it. Scope. There's that thunder right here in the background. Very cool. Okay, let's see if we can take out this weapon. And let's put in his other weapon. Now, this has that stupid piece I hate right there. So this is not going to be a pain. That's what makes it such a pain in the... Actually, I took it really well. I don't like that though. Wow. See if we can do this. I'll tell you what, this figure is just... I don't want to say anything's perfect, but damn, this is close to perfect. He took that... his hand received that weapon very nicely. Beautiful figure. Okay, so you do get this baggie of stuff here. Go ahead and pause the video. I'm going to open this up, but this is like behind the figure in the packaging. Here we have this little submachine gun. Got some like brown on it, some gunmetal, and some flat black. Looks pretty awesome. Again, it has this piece here that can cause some problems, I'm guessing. Yeah. It's definitely going to be a pain to get that in there. So I might have to pause this video and try to get it in. But, yeah, be right back. Okay, here he is. Getting a nice tight weld on it. It's a little tricky to get that in his hand. I don't even think I got it all the way this time. It just fell out again. Yeah, try that again. Okay, there we go. You can see that the finger kind of fits in there. You can get a nice close to the body positioning for this guy, for this weapon. Looks pretty cool. Next up we have his little pistol, a lot of paint, black handle, brown, green, some silver there. Amazing amount of detail for this little gun. There he is holding it, looks pretty good. It's definitely a futuristic looking pistol, but kind of like no exit there for the shell to come out. Very cool. So it does have a pistol holster, and I just don't know how that's going to work out very well. You're going to have to probably get just below the grip and across the frame there, because that's going to fit in there. I tried a couple times. I think you might have to heat it up, make that a little softer, so you can spread this. But it almost looks like it takes like 3 hands to get that in there. And that's common with most. I've seen this before. So you got to get this piece up around. So you probably want to heat that up. You want to break your plastic. So it'll fit. It's going to take a little bit of work. So here's one of his blades, black handle, gunmetal body, nice sculpt work there. It's really cool. Let's see here. They give you different options. He has extra sets of hands, so this might be, yeah, this is fine. You can use this hand how you want. Holds that blade pretty nicely. Pretty cool. It's a wicked looking blade. It's kind of curved. And I believe there is actually a place to stick that. Well, I believe it was right there. Oh yeah, you see, I don't think it's punched through though on my figure. I wonder how to get a X-Acto knife to punch that through. You see it the piece popped out. And now that's kind of small. That might need to be cleaned out and heated for me, so that's where that would go. And then comes this little knife, gunmetal body, black handle, and definitely unique design there, if you guys can see that. It's weird. I don't see a place on him for the little knife. No, I don't see any. I think I've seen a pro shot. This is where the bigger knife goes, but this might help open it up. But I recommend heating that stuff, because you're going to break that and it's going to split on you, and you're going to be upset because you just busted a $40 figure. So it comes with 2 extra sets of hands. He has these hands here. An opening, that's a fist hand. I wonder if there's another fist hand. Yeah, right here. So you get 2 fist hands. So if you want to go hand-to-hand combat with him, closed fist. Matches the hand he's got, and then this one probably goes with this one. 2 more of a tighter grip, open hands. So my final thoughts for this: I love this figure. It's gonna be one of my favorite figures, and potentially, maybe one day, an army builder. Who knows? There's really no backstory to this guy. You can do what you want with him. So it's very cool. Beautiful paint. The figure's beautiful. Don't really have too many issues. And negatives of half the same thing would be that pistol holster, and the pistol's beautiful. It's a futuristic, but I would really like to have some kind of paint there for the front, for the exit of the bullet. I get the futuristic thing, and it needed to be accommodated with the holster, but that's pretty much a standard holster now for Joytoy's non-Warhammer stuff. So, and then I have a little bit of plastic, and you can see the light now, I think, through there. I also think that this blade may be too big. If you stick that in there, you might run that risk of splitting that little square. I'm not sure if I won't even bother with it. I might clean it out just for, perfection issues. But other than that, I definitely would recommend heating the figure, just because of the there's some kind of gloss on it. It's beautiful, don't get me wrong. I'm glad it's there, but just be very careful with your joints. Make sure they're fluent. Get a ton of accessories. Beautiful figure, nice. The stand was a surprise to me, so I'm very happy with this figure. And again, nothing's perfect, but this is a very, very nice figure, and the little cons don't outweigh all that you get in this figure. So hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Lots of great stuff coming. I really appreciate that. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in our next review.